What's poppin'? Welcome back to Verbal Vibe Mode. Today we have more pet peeves of the streaming kind, featuring AaronShack64 and JoaquinMacheen. See, I told you we wouldn't make you wait too long for another one. Let's get into it.
So, one of my biggest pet peeves that applies to live stream and, outside in the real world is when people join in a conversation, act like they know what you're talking about, and have no idea what you're talking about. So, an example of this literally happened to me. I'll just give real life examples. Everybody that knows me knows I love my frosted shredded wheat. Okay? I love my frosted shredded wheat cereal. All right? And everybody that knows me also knows that frosted shredded wheat is a bit heavy on the tum-tum. Okay? So it kind of makes you sleepy, gives you the itis, right?
This portion is not yet sponsored by Kellogg's, but if you're listening by chance, he really does like frosted
Yeah,
mini wheats.
I love frosted shredded mini wheats. I'm an old man. I've been an old man trying to get my
Hey,
fiber for
listen,
the last
there's
20
nothing
years.
wrong with more mature cereals.
Listen,
Shredded wheat is it's on the list.
I love every bit of it. I would not recommend it dry. It hurts going down. But anyway, I ate some frosted shredded wheats, one stream. Okay. I admit I fell asleep on stream. Things happen. You get sleepy. I'm an adult. I work 2 jobs. I fell asleep.
A couple of
Now,
times. Who's counting? Anybody?
certain
Mods?
people
Hello?
don't, show up in streams. Show up in my streams at least. I know this. So one time, everybody was having a conversation and pretty much jabbing on me because I fell asleep after eating frosted shredded wheats. And one person decides, I'm gonna get in on this conversation. Yeah, you remember that one time you fell asleep after eating frosted shredded wheat? And everybody's like, we already said that.
He doesn't even go here. That's basically what it was. Mean Girls
you
moment.
weren't there for that, but okay, all right. Like it's the feeling or the needing to be included in something, knowing good and well that you weren't there or that you wasn't a part of that. Why? What? That's that's a big pet peeve of mine on Twitch or streaming in general. If you wasn't a part of something, it's okay. There's always next time. There's always next time. You don't need to be or act like you was a part of it today. It's okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
it really is okay.
it's okay. I I can't stand that because you don't. It literally takes. Well, for me. It takes me out of the situation because like you wasn't there. Shut up, nigga. Like you have no idea what you're talking about. Like it literally takes me out of the moment because it's like that. It is only funny if it's genuine. Like you can't relive certain moments like that if it's not genuine. Like it's not funny if somebody forces it. So that's one of my things that I got a big issue with on Twitch. You don't have to be a part of everything, people. I'm gonna just say this out to the world. You don't have to be a part of everything. Be okay with yourself.
That was a beautiful moment for the people that were there. That's what I gotta say.
It was.
There will be. Kong will fall asleep on stream again. Don't worry.
Kong will eat cereal again.
I will eat cereal
There will
for the
be
rest
more
of my
moments.
life.
Yeah. He's guaranteeing this possibility here.
There's a fine line that I will accept this, but I only do so if I need this for the utmost help. But I also want to do it because I want my community to interact and be a part of it as well.
Go on.
Backseating. So if I'm really stuck on a level, or if I can't find something, I'll let my community know or the viewers know. Okay, does anyone would like to help me out on this one? I'm stuck. Been at this level for a bit. What are your guys' thoughts? I want them to be part of that, but I don't want to have that viewer to be like, "No, you're going the wrong way. What don't not that way. Don't. You're supposed to get that item, and then did you get the armor in that other level?" That kind
You
of
didn't get the
intensity,
item?
like, I won't allow. I will.
Like if they pull up on your stream on 10, basically telling you hey,
That's
step 1,
unwanted,
do
yeah.
this. Now turn around, do this. That seems very extra.
That will shut down a chat real quick too. When you get like one person that's just backseat gaming, they kind of take over the whole chat. It's like, damn.
I don't think I've ever experienced that. Probably because I play such off the wall games
Yeah.
that I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody has ever been like, "I want to help you play." Never mind. I don't even know what the F this is.
What the hell are you playing?
Everybody's too busy talking about food in my stream, so
Yeah.
who gives a damn what I'm
Right,
playing? Did I say that out loud? Oops.
Yo,
Calling
G,
people out here.
G not gonna say it.
I'm not. What?
But no, you know what? G, I want to hear your live stream pet peeve. I want to hear you actually say it.
No, but you have to tell me now. I'm thinking like, wait, what is he mentioning?
No, what? Let me hear your pet peeve, and then I'm gonna say it. Like once you name yours, I'll say what I was thinking.
My live streaming pet peeve. I love it all, guys. Twitch is a magical place. 'Cause now that you put me on the spot, I'm just like, wait, what? Let me see. Not playing the game?
Okay.
And when I say not playing the game, I'm saying like in the fashion of essentially you obviously are playing a game. You pulled up to Twitch, you're doing that, and you're not in like the creative or other categories like cooking and art and stuff like that. Duh. Clearly, you don't have to be playing a game while you're cooking. If you do, I would like to see it because I've never seen that done before. Send me your Switch page. But anyway, if you're playing a game and you're basically you just have it on and you're just on. When I say on, more so, you can be interacting with the chat. That's perfectly fine. Everybody should talk to whoever is there to watching them and supporting them. No problem. But there's like little to no gameplay in your actual stream.
Not putting the effort into the gameplay.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like your gameplay is like secondary or even tertiary to what you're doing online. Was that it or no?
No.
Okay.
I do understand that because that is a pet peeve of mine. Also,
Mhm.
literally put the game on and then turn it into a just chatting.
Well, yeah, just chatting has its purpose.
But
And that ain't.
you
Yeah,
still
that's
have the game.
completely different.
Yeah, it does. But if you're just sitting in the lobby of like Apex while you just talk, it's like, man, this is a drag.
Not your type of 6-hour stream, Aaron? No.
Yeah. Shit. Play the game.
Like, let's just be creative with that beast streak
eventually.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And you can make the game entertaining even if you're doing something that might be considered
Oh,
boring.
absolutely.
Like going through your
Yeah.
inventory or something. You can make that.
Hell, or even achievement hunting can be fun
Yeah.
for the
Some
audience.
strategy into your gameplay. Yeah.
For real.
There you
There's
go.
different things that you can do without having to actually like, oh well, I don't really feel like finishing this story right now. You know what? Let's go play some mini game that the game has within it. Little things like that. Keep yourself occupied.
Okay.
All right, now I want to hear your rebuttal, Kong.
So, what I thought was gonna be a pet peeve, and I'm sure we can all feel the same way about this: the unnecessary or unwanting of self-advertising for no reason.
Kong, my stream literally exists for other people to promote. That's it. So why would I say that?
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Listen,
Just
It literally is.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying it like this: if a conversation, like you say, we all spend.
Hey guys, Kong pulls up in the room. Me and Aaron are co-streaming. Hey, what's up, Kong? How's it going? You reply with,
Hey, check out my YouTube channel.
yeah, like hey, just about to go live. Think about playing a little Apex on my
that's how we were
channel.
doing, Aaron. How do you feel about this?
That's what I'm talking about. That
Just
type
wanted to
of-
come in. No, wait. I gotta say, just wanted to come in and say, what's up or whatever. Like they always give you like one sentence of like them being sincere. or at least in their mind. They're like, "Yeah, Joaquin, I just wanted to come say, yeah, I love that you're playing Assassin's Creed. That's really cool. I'm gonna go stream Apex now. But yeah, I mean, just wanted to stop in and say hi, you know? Just like,
I'm actually live right
does that even make you feel, like, happy to see that person when they literally just came in to say bye? Like,
now. Did they even say bye? Like, yay.
It's interesting.
they didn't really come in to say bye, but they didn't even
That's
say hi, so,
Right.
you know?
disrespectful. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, to interact with chat, not just the streamer.
For the community, right. Just
Or even
like,
say hi to the viewer. I mean, not just with me, but with the viewers. But just
that's
Mhm.
beyond self-serving. That's not very interactive of you at all, especially if you wanna pull people into your stream, right?
Mhm.
One would think that, I guess, but that's one thing I can say I've never done. I'm sure you guys haven't either.
That's frustrating. That ugh. Like
okay, you're cool. You're playing Apex. So is thousands of other people playing Apex. Cool. You're
Self-promotion,
playing a
that's a
first
big
shooter
one.
game that you're dying a lot, and you're probably getting kicked out of a match.
Yeah, you're not very good at.
But
Oh
good
my
luck on your
god.
stream. I will continue on with my stream, and the audience is right here. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. And
Right.
then they'll say something like, "Well, why are you bothered? Like, it's not like I'm gonna poach your viewers, you know, they're entertained by what you're doing here," and it's like, that's not the point, really. Like, I'm not so insecure that I'm worried that someone will come in and steal my viewers, like,
Oh, it's gone that far with you before?
I don't think they're that fragile.
I think they do that.
Yeah, I
Viewers
mean,
can do whatever they
I
want,
don't
yeah.
own them. Like, people have full autonomy and free will to do whatever the hell they want to. I'm not locking people into my channel now,
I
come
will
on.
host
Really?
myself, alright?
Guys are
Like,
over there. If I see one viewer
I will
drop
raid my alternate channel.
right now. Like, what? How does that even work?
Damn.
Right, I'm gonna raid myself, guys.
This is real, yeah,
And we're
this
back.
is real stuff.
that's the other thing that's a pet peeve of mine. The
Mm,
poaching,
Yikes.
and you do it so freaking blatantly. I've seen in my short time of streaming, I've seen so many people poaching. And the one way that I see it the most,
mm.
person comes in, they try to be very cordial, but then specifically targets one person to just spark a conversation with.
Hey, Kong. Hey.
And they just, keep picking at them, keep having a conversation with them, try and keep them
Mm.
engaged with what they're talking about. So then the focus isn't on the stream or everybody else. The
Mhm.
focus with those two is literally those two. Then you see a slight comment of, yeah, I streamed so and so the other day, or yeah, in
Mhm.
Discord we do so and so. And you're like,
What they got going. Joaquin replies, "Yeah, I was playing Among Us the other day. I streamed it actually after I was streaming,
like,
Assassin's
Getting
Creed."
fly,
really?
yeah.
Really? You don't think that I can see?
Kind of a streamer. We do movie nights in my Discord, Kong. I don't know if you've heard
You
about
don't
it,
see that I can
but,
see that?
like, yeah,
Like, I can
it's
see you.
obvious.
I'm not. I can see you. You don't. Good grief! You don't think that I can? Okay. I hate the poaching. I hate the
Mm,
poaching so much. Go find
Mhm.
some business. Or if you feel that strongly about it, then talk to. You can easily just DM that person if you really want them to join your little shindig
Yeah.
or the lack thereof. Like, have fun talking to that person on the side. Don't.
Ugh.
The stream isn't about you. The stream is about everybody else just having some fun for once.
yeah, and just having that escape and disconnect from having to worry about real life stuff and just
Mhm.
really just getting loose. Not so you can't talk about whatever you wanna talk about, but yeah, come on. Really?
You shouldn't have to
Oh
beg
yeah.
people.
I feel like so many people just get to the point of being selfish and start making everything about them, and you're just like,
Mhm.
Nice. I mean, on the bright side, you can just figure out where you shouldn't be spending your time. So there's that.
yeah,
Yeah, that
oh
is the
yeah,
bright side, yeah. You learn who people are real quick.
Yeah, bruh.
Bruh.
So I like the hard way.
He hit me with a
I
bra right
like the
now.
hard one. You gotta know who you are dealing with. Gotta love live streaming, baby.
So much drama. Yeah.
Unnecessarily too. Like my whole thought has always been, well, we moving towards the same direction, so why not help each
One
other?
would think.
That's the biggest
Mhm.
thing that I've taken away from this. We are all, and this is just a little sidebar. Streaming on Twitch is cool. If you know how media is happening today, you know that this isn't the end all be all. So your thought process shouldn't be, oh, how could I get the partner? How could I get these people to come and do so? Your thought process should be, okay, how do I network, meet some people, and figure out how to do things outside of this? That
And
Mhm.
how about enjoy
and
myself?
that,
Can we throw that in there,
Yeah, that too.
please?
like this isn't something that should be considered a job unless your name is Ninja.
Everybody's just, like, grinding, and they're just like,
Uh,
"I'm gonna hit partner soon." I'm like,
yeah. Now there's nothing wrong with the grind and having goals, but just be realistic and not so lofty.
yeah, like 2 days after you got affiliate? Like,
Boy, oh
seriously?
boy.
Like,
No planning.
Exactly.
road to 500.
Yeah.
They start the road. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go back on what Lady G said. Enjoy it, like,
Yeah.
because people are gonna
Mhm.
ask you, like, when you first started, what was the process like? How long have you been doing this? Like, what did you do? Like, what kind of interactions did you have?
Mhm.
Like, what was your audience like? If you don't have like background like that, and your premise was just like, oh, I was just grinding through. That's not enjoying it.
Mhm.
You're basically forcing yourself into it, and it again. I'm gonna go back and say it,
Yeah.
people treat it as a race when it's in reality it's actually a marathon.
I hope
Mhm.
you guys heard that thud. That was Joaquin dropping his mic, and that second thud was Joaquin
Yeah.
Ooh,
falling after walking away from the desk.
that was profound.
He was trying to be cool. He tripped over the leg of
Damn.
his chair.
That
Plunk.
No, but yeah, man. Man,
Yeah, there's really no, like, pathway that's just, this is the sole way you'll be successful. Be it Twitch or any platform for that matter. It's work. It's not easy.
it's not worth it being in that singular mindset. Today, you need to work from all angles,
Hmm.
and that's just
Got to be entertaining too, entertaining, and
yeah.
show some emotion as well when you're live.
Do you want us to cry on our
My
stream?
kid was like, "Why doesn't anyone cry with me when they stream?"
No, not not no, I meant like just like be interactive, and again, I'm gonna go back to it. Enjoy the process.
Yeah.
Be
Mhm.
interactive and enjoy the
Yeah.
community
Oh
that you're
yeah,
with, and for newcomers as well.
If you're not enjoying the game, it really shows, and so if you're just sitting there staring at the screen, like, blank faced, like,
Just going through the motions.
yeah, body
Your
language,
body language is
slumping in
yep,
your
Falling
chair,
showing your
asleep
face.
like
falling
punk.
asleep halfway, like,
Eating
not
cereal.
hey,
Shredded
falling
whoa,
wheat.
asleep
whoa,
like
whoa,
punk.
whoa.
No, just,
Listen,
like, if it looks like you're dozing off as you're playing, like,
I
damn.
only fell asleep because I was eating.
No, you were entertaining. That was a record views when you, fell asleep.
Punk, you literally had 2
Yeah, you had 2
raids.
raids.
People stayed in there from 1 AM to at least 4 AM, 'cause that's when I just called it a wrap. That's when I went
And
to
that was,
bed
like,
because
the
I said,
first
"Nah."
Oh,
time I was, like,
4?
super active in
Oh
chat
man.
too, like, I was
Yes,
like
yeah,
and
it
and
was great.
everybody
It
was
was a
active,
time.
honestly.
Aaron was one of those raids.
One of
Brother,
the oh, that's
see,
true. That's true.
everybody's just sitting here listening
I
to the
didn't know it was
melodic
till 4
sounds of
a.m.
Pong snoring for hours.
I did not regret that. That was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if that was funny or just creepy that people just sat around and listened to me snore.
You were
Man,
putting out
Hey,
beats and rhythms, man. It
I
was,
went to bed after a while, clearly.
I can't believe
oh
I missed
man,
it.
this is
oh,
before
okay.
we met, bro. This is before we met.
What a
Okay.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, it. I try not to do that anymore
what a time.
because that was very scary. People just in there and just, having a grand old time, and I'm knocked out. Like, okay, there's a lot of people here. So much somebody clipped it. There's that. Somebody clipped a couple of my snores. So now when people like if I pull up to certain streams, certain people have it to where if you do a shout out, clips come up. And I pulled up to one of my boys and his mod did a shout out and it was me
Mm.
snoring. And I was like, no, how? And he's like, what is that? Kong, what is that you?
That's
Are you
epic.
asleep, bro? Are you asleep? I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That's mad respect is what it is. You become a
Oh,
meme. You're
Moments.
beyond streaming
Moments.
at this point. If you're a meme, like
oh
be
my
remembered
goodness.
forever.
Put that as a trailer or your channel trailer.
Yeah. You
Build
should
up to it, and then when the trailer ends,
be
he'll go to sleep.
on
Exactly.
the PS4, what is it, like, BRB screen that the PS4 does when you're live streaming? He was, like, switching games or something,
He's
and
just
then he
snoring.
fell asleep, because I'm pretty sure he left us on that, like, switching games during the broadcast stream.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, dude. Alright, let's do one of the ones we talked about earlier, 'cause it's a pretty big hot button issue, but a lot of people will dump their emotional baggage. You will become their psychiatrist. They'll be like, "Hey, Aaron, I've had a rough day. I got in a car wreck, my dad has cancer, I'm depressed, I didn't get my meds," like, they'll just drop every single bit on you, and ever since I went to YouTube, this, like, dead stopped. Like, I'm not getting this type of viewer at all anymore. It's people that are, like, very focused on the content or they wanna say something silly and get out. They don't come to you to be their counselor, and they'll say stuff like, "Cheer me up, make my day better." They put the onus on you, and that's a lot of pressure
Yeah.
for someone who's just here to entertain and have fun, and it brings down the mood of the chat as well. 'Cause everyone's vibing in chat, but then you came in and dropped,
Right.
the whole story about, "Well, my dad's chemo's not working, so" and I'm like, what do you say as a streamer? You're like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, like, I'll pray for him, really empathize with you, but, like, what can I do? I can't do anything. I can't help you. I'm a stranger on the
Like
internet."
my whole thing with that, because I don't think I've ever had that experience. Knock on wood. My whole thing with that is if
It's
you
not the
truly
right
feel
place,
some
I
type of
guess.
way, then if I tell you, and we discussed this earlier, like you said, if I tell you, yo, hit me up, or if you say something in chat,
Mhm.
we talk about it a little bit, and then I'm hit you up in a DM and you refuse to have a conversation, then don't bring that here.
They don't wanna actually so, like, other times you'll point people towards a hotline or invite them to seek help or therapy, whatever calls for the situation. Nobody ever wants that. So they're like, "No, you're my free therapist right here. You're great, Aaron."
Stage. Yeah, that's definitely not the right place, right time to
And it's
do
nice
so.
when
Yeah.
people say that, like, they're having a bad day and, "Oh, hey, I came to your stream and I'm doing great now." Like, it's really nice to hear uplifting stuff like that, like, but it's not nice when it's like, man, it's really heavy baggage.
Yeah, all is for naught. It's just basically you got what you wanted. You wanted eyes on your
Exactly.
story.
And
Mhm.
we'll discuss more into it in a later
Context.
episode, but those are one of those things where I just because
Yeah.
I take that stuff very, very seriously.
Yeah.
It's not something that I take lightly, given the fact that I suffer from certain
Mhm.
things
Yeah.
myself. So if there's people who are crying for help, but it's all for show, it is mad disrespectful to those who are literally
Yeah.
saying nothing for
And
help.
silently
And
suffering.
that's the scariest thing that anybody can recognize, because you don't know what that person can do. Whereas somebody who
Yes.
just verbally always saying, "Oh, I'm suffering from this, that, and the other," and they don't want no real help because you try and reach out to them, and they either blow you off or say, well, there's nothing really wrong, or yeah, I'm dealing with this, that, and the other, but they don't actually want the help.
Or that might trigger your depression, them coming in and dumping on you then triggers you. It sets off a chain reaction. It's like, it's a lot, to put on someone who's it's kinda the same thing when people will, come in and let you know that someone died, like, live on stream. They'll
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, did you hear about Robin Williams?" Like, I don't like when people come to dump news on you like that. Like, some things it's okay, but,
Yeah.
like, people were doing that with George Floyd too. They were like, "Did you hear about the verdict?" And I was like, you don't wanna talk about these kind of things on stream, essentially,
Yeah.
unless that's, your jam, but
Like if something happens, I'll be like, "Hey, we got some bad news," and then if people want to go with it, then we'll go with
Mhm.
it. If not,
Mhm.
then we'll just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's up to the streamer to be like, yeah, it's up for that streamer to be like, "Hey, what's the bet or what happened? What's the news?" Or, "Hey, we'll just wait until afterwards." And be
Mhm.
respectful in that type of way. Don't just assume that everybody wanna hear what the heck is going on in the world. We're here for a certain reason.
Well, because they wanna see how you're gonna react,
That is
they wanna
terrible.
see, "Oh, well, what does this person think of what happened?" But it's important, and it's important to take that stuff seriously, and, we always had mods on staff that were like, would reach out to viewers like that would DM them and be like, "Hey, are you really okay?" But it's like, we can't be the world's therapist or the
Yeah.
police
And a lot of
at
times
the
we
same
don't
time.
have problems with discussing those type of topics.
Mhm.
It's the way that it's approached
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes it
The way it
unwanted
comes
and
about, yeah.
makes everybody feel uneasy. I don't have a problem with
Mhm.
discussing
Yeah.
depression, anxiety, how to deal with death,
Mhm.
and you know
Yeah.
that's not bad, and it's not something that's like, oh, that's crazy to talk about on stream. No, because we can have a proper discussion on stream about these things. But like you said, hey,
No.
if you come and like, my mom died, and then my dad died, and then
Mhm.
my grandmother got cancer, and then my grandfather got hit in the car while going. My grandmother got cancer, and then
Context,
my
man.
dog
Mm.
died, and you're like,
It's
"Whoa,
very heavy.
wait a minute, wait a
When they
minute."
dump, it's big. It's a lot,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's knock on wood. I've never had that happen.
Oh my
Right,
I
right.
god.
I I hope that I don't have that happen, but again, I'm
Mhm.
retired. So
Here you go with the retirement.
Uh, I don't buy it.
yeah, so man, I'm just happy that you don't have to deal with that no, because that truly ruins a whole
That will
vibe.
kill a chat too. Like, if you had a chat that was bumping, it's gone. It can be a lot, yeah. And it's hard to know how to deal with it the right way, and you never know if you're dealing with it right in the moment, so
Like, everybody's head spinning at that point, not just the streamer.
yeah, so
Everybody
you're
else
juggling a
viewing and
lot of
rooting
things.
at
It's a lot of emotional pressure on
what
everybody.
is going on? Yeah,
That's a good
it's
one.
it's a lot.
And I'm just talking from personal experiences. Another pet peeve of mine is someone telling you how you should have handled a situation after the situation is over.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, if had a whole issue
Mm,
where playing a game with the crew, had a person come in, whom I met before, but this night they were
Let me just say it, the vibe was off. There was no verbal vibe mode in the room.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. When this person entered, he was very intoxicated and very belligerent. Well, not belligerent as in cursing or anything like that, but so when he entered the room, he was very intoxicated, and I guess you could say belligerent, not as so much as cursing or anything like that, but calling people uncultured and certain things like that. So he had wanted to join in the game. I think we played one game, but by the time he actually got into the
mm.
game,
Yeah.
the vibe was off. I mean, the mood was gone. He kind of just ruined the whole flow of everything. Me, who was streaming that night, I was literally streaming live. So not trying to be rude to this person, but also not trying to be just get into the bag of, you know what, I'm about to curse this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be respectful of everybody watching,
Respectfully.
trying to be respectful of this person, regardless of their actions and their wording and stuff like
Being the
that.
bigger person. Yeah.
So exactly. Trying to be an adult. The situation ended. I put it amongst myself to I kicked the guy out. I had a conversation with him on the side, and I pretty much kicked him out of the Discord and banned him.
Right.
After that, I openly apologized to anybody who was in the stream. I believe I wrote a message actually to the Discord, everybody that was in the Discord apologizing for the situation that happened. And in that same moment, I was in a voice chat with the crew Steve, and I had people pull up, and one of those people decided they were going to tell me how I should have handled the situation after the situation was handled. And if you know, then you know, like that was one of my biggest pet peeves, given the simple fact of you already could see that I was frustrated.
Yeah.
Right? You can hear it in my voice, you can see it in my message. Okay, Kong is clearly upset with how this situation turned. Cool. Cut the stream off, got the person out of there. Nobody really knows about the conversation on the side unless you're G or J,
Yeah.
because the guy says that he messaged them or tried to message. So you don't know what's going on behind the scenes after all this happened. But you do hear the upsetness that I have within myself, this happening on my stream and in the Discord. But you go out of your way to tell me how I should have handled this at that moment.
It was over at that point.
It was handled exactly. That was the worst. That was the thing that pissed me off the most. It's already
Yeah.
over with.
Keeping the stream going, guys. Let's go. Like, no, that wasn't the case.
As calm as it could have been, you know?
Like it
A
didn't make
measured
sense at
response.
all. And bruh, you talking about somebody who wanted
Yeah.
to explode? Because at that point, I'm already upset, right? I'm already
Yeah,
frustrated.
the feedback doesn't help unless you had handled it poorly, which,
So then by the time that this person came in, G
right?
G could tell you
Right?
how,
Yeah.
like, the tension that she felt
Doesn't make
when this
sense,
person
yeah.
was talking. And it's not because of I could care less who it is. If anybody started running their mouth at that point in time, so G would literally be able to vouch and be like, yeah, this person was talking and he literally said nothing the entire time.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, at that point.
At the end of all of it, I said, all right, y'all, good night.
Yep.
And he just
You don't shut your ass. No, exactly. It's like I got this. Relax.
and I was
I
Yeah.
doing my
got it.
best
You gotta
to
be
keep
pissed, yeah.
from doing that because it was literally the situation that we talked about earlier. Hey, take out that garbage, and you're already walking out of the with the garbage bag in
No.
hand. Listen, I was just like, ooh.
No, didn't even recognize it, okay. Probably the best thing you could have done, yeah. Like, any response would have been rude or snide
I
or
heard what they had to say,
Mhm.
and I just got off. I literally just left. And like I said, G can vouch for that situation because she was there for the entire.
Well,
It's
there's that.
like, that's a huge pet peeve of mine. Don't tell me what you think that I should do,
Mm,
and you're not doing it yourself. Like, don't think that you're helping, knowing good and well that what you're saying is stirring up trouble. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about that gives me PTSD.
Getting flashbacks.
Oh man. Ugh, that night was something else.
Typically, if people come to the stream and want to play the game, like I will do so because I just like co-op games. And when it comes to playing, obviously the experience is better with people, especially people you haven't played before. Change up gameplay, learn some new things. But usually if you are extended that courtesy by said streamer or whatever avenue that you're dealing with, at least show up with the actual respect that you were given when you were offered the opportunity to join them. Meaning, don't come into the room and basically cause that disruption like that dude came in and just threw off the vibe. And essentially, since he did know Yukong, he was more so like, "Oh, guys, it's cool, right?" And really trying to push the notion as if like it was a joke, but it really wasn't.
Whenever like a viewer or anyone that comes into the channel, first I just want to get to know the person as well, just to see the kind of gameplays that they like, just to get to know them as a person, and because I don't want to just like have anyone just come in like, oh hey, can I play, like, I just want to get to know you first before and first say hello instead of just like jumping in and saying you want to play. Just again, it goes back to that respect.
I
Absolutely.
mean, you got to say hi at base
Exactly.
level at least.
1v1 me, bro. What, are you scared? Like, that's how they come in, dude. They're like,
Well, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, just be
I came in
respectful.
super hot and expect me to be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna drop everything and play with you." Like, what? That's not how this works.
why won't you play with me? Also, they'll come in and steal the spotlight too. They'll like talk over you and like all of a sudden it's their stream. Like,
Yeah, let the community know who, not only just like the broadcaster, but also the community gets to know who you are as
Yeah,
well.
don't just randomly just one-on-one the actual streamer and just
Yeah,
ignore everybody else
exactly.
and what else is going on.
Don't be a butt, people. That's pretty much what we're saying. The whole thing with that situation was, okay, you do what you did, and all right, we just got to deal with that now. But then to make excuses as to why you were doing it instead of just flat out just saying, "Listen, I apologize for my actions. It's unacceptable." It's always, and I hate when people do this because I don't do this. It's always I apologize for my actions. I was just so this, or I was just feeling like this. No, just you either apologize or you don't apologize. Don't make an excuse as to why you did it. You either actually care to say that you're sorry or you don't. Don't justify your
Oh boy.
actions.
Have your Discord fingers ready. If it does get to the point where you're playing with
Yeah.
VC, and that's voice chat for people that don't know, you should be ready for occasions like that because you don't really know what people's intentions are when they pull up
don't be a bud.
all the time. But yeah, just be mindful of what could go wrong. Don't be a butt. That's a tall order for some people, so yeah. But the liquid will make you do that.
No, because liquor doesn't make me do that. Mad frustrating. Mad frustrating.
Especially when you don't take accountability for yourself. At base level, you know you messed up.
It's like when we had a situation of people talking about a streamer in someone else's live stream, and that person that they was talking about wasn't even there.
Yeah.
But then when you're confronted, you sit there and try to justify that what you've done. You're talking about children here. These, like, they may be adults, but they still children, and you're going out of your way as an adult to make fun of someone who's not even there, not even in their stream.
And even with that, you never know if that person was in there. PSA people, you never know who's watching you on Twitch.
It's just don't make excuses if you're going to try and apologize. You apologize, let it happen, and keep it moving. Especially when it comes to this stuff, like the fact of people either being shady or being. I understand that this is a selfish game when you're streaming and trying to get yourself off the ground. But don't bring other people down while you're trying to do that.
Absolutely.
To me, that's
True.
just ridiculous. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to streaming. You're so hell bent on trying to bring others down, and meanwhile, you're not bringing anything to the table.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of that? You have nothing to offer. You've added nothing. You created nothing. Like, your community hasn't given anything,
Well, even given, we'll
but you
just say
still
support
trying.
because you don't have to be financial out here for
Oh,
providing
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Nobody owes you anything, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
That's
But just to be
that's
clear, because
exactly what I'm
somebody's
saying.
like,
You, like,
given anything.
yeah.
Nah, yeah. Support at base, like a view, basically. Literally at base level. Whether it be a lurk or an active person.
Yeah, and I don't mean like that. For that, to each his own. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as money
Yeah.
and stuff is concerned, believe me, I'm the
Mhm.
first person to tell you I don't care about that stuff. There's no point in having two jobs if you're
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
broke every day.
On Twitch,
They don't owe
every
you,
10th week,
right?
guys. Okay. Your 8 jobs. Get out of
So
here.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. So stop looking at this as I'm going to step on the heads of the people that built me up. Like, whew,
Mhm.
that's just been. Listen, I've been going from Twitch for 2 months now.
What is Twitch
Let me tell you,
at this point? Bruh.
the things that I have seen go down
Damn.
in my absence, being able to, just take a break from everything and just look
Yeah.
and see how people move. Whew, it makes you think. Definitely makes you think. That's what pushes those pet peeves up to the ceiling, and you just like, man, somebody gonna get shouted at. Not shouted out, shouted at. Just, oh my goodness, just poking the bear. That's all this has been. This whole experience for me has just been a whole poking the bear type of experience.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, man, I can't believe he bit my arm off. Well, yeah, you tried to smack him in the face. Do you not know how bears operate? I can't believe he yelled at me. Yeah, did you see the ignorant message that you put for everybody to see?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be selfish on your own time. Don't bring a bunch of people into something, fooling them into thinking that you actually care just to promote yourself.
Like, if you pull up to a stream and the first thing you don't even say anything, you say lurk, what was the point of that? That
Damn.
is another pet peeve. Why you do that?
Mhm.
Oh, I respect lurkers because I am a lurker.
It's kind of like one of those things like you lurk and you go in to lurk to have people talk to you, but you don't want to talk to anybody, but you want that type of, and you're like, seriously? Seriously? We go back to that same thing, guys. A lot of things that happen is a cry for attention. That which is strange because it's like if you want that attention, just become a streamer. I mean,
What is that? Like, you pull up to someone's stream. I'm in Kong's stream, like without the built up, rapport that we have. Whatever. I'm new. Kong of least. So I'm at Kong of least streams, and I just come in. I don't even look at like what's going on. I just put command lurk.
Yeah, the fake caring is like a really big thing in live streaming circles, just like let's all support each other. Oh yeah, I'll be lurking in your stream,
From a
like
distance. Yep.
people that sort of say that in the sense like they come in, they're like Lurk Force 2020 or something like they just come in and introduce themselves and then they're like, but I'm going live.
Just lurk, right?
Just gonna lurk before I
I
go
get
live.
the command is there, and obviously, if you're more active in the chat, that's what you default to because of just out of respect, just to let people know if they're actually having a conversation with the streamer or people in there. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. That's it. Cool, but you just drop that immediately. It's like, don't talk to me, guys, but I'm lurking. What is that?
Yeah, we like lurkers, like just to be clear. Like they're the backbone, right, of live
Mhm.
streaming. But like the people that come in to advertise that they are
Then it's
lurking
not
so
for
that
you.
you'll lurk back, lurk for lurk. Stop it.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
You didn't see me
Just
lurk?
lurk. What do you mean? Just lurk if you want to lurk. Fuck. That's like taking the megaphone out. Like I'm supporting you right now. Ray J, I pulled up your screen today.
respect the lurkers, but please, people, respect the streamers
Mhm.
too. A lot of people, and I don't know why, a lot of people feel like streamers aren't don't deserve the respect that they should get. If I'm streaming, and I've seen this plenty of times, if I'm streaming and I'm paying attention to the game and you hop into the room, you say what up, and I'm literally engulfed in the game because I'm trying to actually play the game, but you get upset because I didn't say what up immediately. I'm sorry. Do you want me to stream and actually play the video game, or do you want me to just sit here and do it just chatting?
And if you're bugged by this like superficial stuff, you probably shouldn't be streaming. Like if all these little things here actually get to you on like a serious
Listen.
level where you feel like, you can't function if you don't have your 3 best friends watching your stream at all times. Like,
At all
if you
times
can't
for all
create
8 hours of
content
streaming.
without, all of these different things that are going on, without your lurk force and you can't handle the follow for follow, a lot of petty
Mhm.
stuff, right? Like, that you have to deal with as a streamer, and if you can't handle that stuff in the early days, like, you're definitely not gonna be able to handle it when you got 1,000 concurrent viewers, you know?
That is a
Yeah.
time. All in all, people, respect the
Mhm.
lurkers. Clearly, we respect you. I won't call
Yeah.
you out and say, "Hey, I see you over there lurking," but, you're there.
Be understanding. It's like the respect that you want from the streamer, give that streamer the same
Mhm.
respect.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest
Of
pet
course.
peeve. We're human too. We just like playing video games. Like we do this because it's fun and it's not a job. You doing the most by telling me, "Oh, you couldn't say hi," or you getting upset because I didn't say a certain thing at a certain time. That makes it a job. That's what puts people on 2-month hiatus.
Yeah,
Like,
like, are you even a real streamer, Kong? Like, come on, man. You can't multitask? Like, no, for real, when people are like, "Does she even read chat?" Like, people will just come in and drop one of those, like, damn. You couldn't wait 10 seconds for her to, like, finish a boss fight or something, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
just leave it alone. Enjoy the stream, and if you don't enjoy the stream, then don't watch the stream, or just watch the stream after I get done streaming. Listen, I don't care what you do. To be honest, just like make up your mind. Most of you all are adults. Get it together. I should not be the one who's giving you your life context on how to live and how to respond to things. Get out of here. Seriously, we're not therapists. I'm pretty sure we don't have certain degrees and certain things when it comes to dealing with people on this type of subject. Why? Why do you look to me to hold all the answers to, regardless if it's like psychiatric or whatever the case may be? Stop looking to me to have all the answers.
You better get your multitasking in order, Kong. If I come in there, I say hi, I want you to say hi in .5 seconds, regardless of the delay. Come on, man. You better catch up with the chat.
Mhm.
Hold on, guys. Let me pause and catch up with the chat.
That's like somebody getting upset with a rapper because, like, getting upset with DMX because he's singing about stopping and dropping and opening up shops. And it's like, you let your child listen to that. It has nothing to do with me. Hey, get out of here. I'm gonna make my money and I'm gonna make my music. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Good
Oh my
grief.
gosh. Rest in
Yeah,
peace,
my
DMX.
goodness, that's man. R.I.P. to an amazing legend. Yeah, sidebar people, because we have not paid our respects to this man properly on this show. But R.I.P. to one of the greatest rap legends to ever live and do the daggone.
You know what's wild? We had that debate on my stream the week before he passed.
Oh, we did.
Because someone came in there and was like, "Nah, he's not all that. He's not even talented. He don't
What?
even sound
No,
like that
stop
for
it.
real." Hey,
That was
listen.
bad timing. The week before he
Horrible
passed,
timing.
someone says this?
Horrible timing.
Listen, I'm sorry. That is the only man who can talk,
Damn.
like literally talk rap in the most powerful way. And the song can
Very,
literally be about
very
anything. You'd be like,
meaningful.
man, that's meaningful,
Yeah.
D. That's meaningful.
I think that's what's appealing, yeah, about him
There's so many
specifically.
behind the scenes with DMX that nobody actually, pay attention to. Nobody knows what he struggled with mentally,
Mhm.
spiritually. It was just so much going on, and it was
Mhm.
amazing to see that legend conquer so many things. It was sad to see how it ended, but to watch him like go through struggles and just come out on top
Yeah.
every single time, it was almost like he was untouchable. Like, I'm not gonna let these things get me down.
He
And
was
that
special.
DMX is just, oh my goodness, the dude. I'm sorry, he is just probably one of the most amazing legends to ever do it to the game.
How
And
he
I,
delivers it,
I
yeah.
dare anybody to prove me wrong. I'm sorry, there's no way in the world you're gonna tell me otherwise. The
Well, they
dude is
can't.
a freaking goat. His verses
No.
with Snoop Dogg is one of the most amazing verses that I've ever seen. A
Mhm.
verse like besides the last verses we had with Method Man and Redman.
Oh, that was a vibe. That was fun.
Snoop Dogg and DMX did something that I was like, this
Mhm.
is amazing. I never want I can literally sit here and watch this verses
Timeless.
every day. It was such a vibe. It was so much fun, and it was so good seeing D just do his thing. Just the overweight DMX, like a like an old school father, just spitting it. It was great, man. It felt so good to see DMX doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
Much respect to him. Much love to his family. Like, good grief, we will never get anybody who
Mhm.
can do it better than him like he did it. So much love to DMX, man. Rest in power, bro. Good grief. That still
We
hurts.
can't do anything about
It's
it.
been
I'm
some
not gonna
weeks
get
and it
morbid on
still
you, but
hurts.
yeah, I understand. I understand what you're talking about because literally day after Shock
We
G, it
gotta
was
stop
like
losing our
one after
people,
the other,
man.
and it's just
This
like, yeah,
is
it's a
this
lot.
is
It's a
I
lot.
mean, yeah, I understand, but good grief. Then Black Rob.
Yep, Black Rob
So
as well.
good grief, man. Much love to all of them dudes.
Yeah.
Just putting a spin on the game that nobody seen coming.
Thoughts to
So,
their family.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Sorry to bring it down, guys, but yeah, it's the end of the episode. But we did have to pay some sort of respect.
Yeah. I mean, we do have a New York representative in here, so it's only
Where
right
they
to
at?
pay respect.
Where they at though?
She
Mhm.
says.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks you again to Joaquin
Yeah.
and Aaron for pulling up, joining us on the cast.
You're welcome. Thank you.
At anytime. But thank you two for always showing up, ready to talk. Because you never know what we're gonna throw at you, just some random
This
stuff.
is very true. No script.
Yeah.
It's like,
No
hell,
show
Facts.
notes.
they're actually forcing us to be in here. Hey, listen, we want
Mhm.
organic conversation. That's basically a vibe, and you two provided that today. So thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Do you guys have anything that you would like to promote? Websites where we can find you at?
You can find me on Twitter and also on Twitch. JoaquinMacheen on the Twitter and the Twitch. MACHEEN.
On the Twitter and the Twitch.
Yeah.
I was on the computer door.
You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/AaronShack64, and same over on the Twitter space, and of course on Patreon if you want to support monetarily. We have some special perks over there.
Woo-hoo.
Patreon.com/AaronShack64. Consistent branding here.
Mhm.
Perfect. And all the links will be in the bio. That way you don't have to worry about clickety clacking. They'll also be on the website as featured guests. So, if you don't read the show notes of your podcast, you can always visit us at verbalvibemode.com and catch all the links and extra stuff that we put on the show. This concludes today's episode of Verbal Vibe Mode. Make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Check us out on social media. We're on Twitter as well as Instagram. And with that, we're out. Lurk Squad is gone.
Mad love.
Was it Lurk Squad or was it Lurk Gang? What the hell was that, Aaron?
Lurk Force.
Lurk
Oh,
That-
Lurk
that
Force.
means
Oh,
Lurk Force? Like, why do they do that?
Lurk Force out.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. Mad love, y'all.